some cards. And then play Aura of Silence.
Ooh, that card is scary. It could get rid of Sunforger. If she does that, I'm probably just dead.
And Josh, I'll attack you with my 4/4 Angel.
This is a tough spot. I cannot go to 3.
I feel like I'm forced to unequip Sunforger, and I will find and cast Teferi's Protection.
Oh.
Yep. This is problematic because that means I'm not going to be able to do anything on my next turn to damage him. So I'm kind of put between a rock and a hard spot.
So that is going to trigger Cabal. So I will gain 2.
Yep, I go down to 5 before I...
Phase out.
This is great. It's going to guarantee that I'm going to untap with all my stuff and still have Sunforger and a creature. So, yes, my life total is precarious, but I'm not out of this yet. I have a shot.
And before the end of my turn, I'm going to sacrifice Aura Silence on Gorgon's Claw.
All right.
So with Josh so low on life, I'm going to have to start thinking about how I'm also going to deal with Kenji.
At this point, Josh is probably not entirely too relevant. This signals to me that, well, I need to look her way now. All right, so untap, draw. You don't get Smothering Tide anymore, right?
Since you're
all out of here?
Yeah.
So at this point in the game, I've been missing quite a few land drops, and I kind of need an insurance policy. All right, I'm going to pay 3, cast Mystic Retrieval. I'm gonna get Cyclonic Rift back to my hand. Now, even though I can't overload it this turn, on the following turn, it will do some real damage to them if I can resolve it.
Cyclonic Rift is obviously an insanely scary card, but I'm actually not feeling too bad because I have so much mana to be able to redeploy my things.
So, that's gonna trigger your Camball. I'm gonna lose 2 life.
And I will gain 2.
Okay.
I also get to scry from Jace's Sanctum from casting the Mystic Retrieval. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And my general also gains flying from casting a blue spell. All right, then I'm going to pay 2, cast Runechanter's Pike.
Ooh.
I will then pay 2 and equip it to my general. So it is now an 8/3 flying first strike.
Triggered Cabal.
I will lose 2.
And I gain 2.
And Rachel, I'm going to attack you for 8 with Tabor and Lumia, paying 2 life for Norn's Annex.
Well, I don't have much to do. I'll have to take 8.
Back down to 17. All that hard work.
She may be at 17 and feeling still pretty confident about her life total, but I have some cards in my hand that can do some real damage real fast. When next turn rolls around, I have a real chance of just winning. I'm actually feeling pretty good.
We have to be really careful here. We have to focus on Josh before we turn on each other.
Josh, I'm done after that.
Okay, I will phase back in.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I will untap, I will draw, I will activate my treasure coat, sacrificing a treasure, and I will draw.
I'm running into that same issue that I've been having for the past few turns. I just don't have anything good in my hands. I keep drawing lands. I guess my only plan is the same plan that it's been for a while now.
Okay, well, I'm going to pay 3 and do the one play that I have every single turn. Equip the Sunforger to this Fire Song and Sunspeaker.
This does give me some tricks I can pull out last minute, so let's see. If they go to kill me, I may be able to survive it. It's gonna be close though.
I guess this is gonna be interesting. Can I survive? I'm not sure. Go ahead.
We've been here before. He's protected himself the last turn, but I can't see him surviving another turn with that card.
So I will untap, draw for turn.
Would you like to pay for Smothering Tide?
You can have it.
Okay.
So it looks like Josh is a little bit getting back on his feet here, but I've been holding on to a knockout blow that I think will be the 1-2 punch. So I came here to have a good time, not a long time. I'm gonna tap all my mana and I'm going to cast Exsanguinate, X equal to 12.
So brutal. It's almost gonna one-shot me. Josh is gonna lose. She's going to gain 24 life. I have some damage in my hand, but if she's over 40 life, what can I do?
Okay, wow. This is bad, but luckily I do still have some tricks up my sleeve.
Okay, I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna unequip Sunforger, and I'm gonna find Chaos Warp, and I'm gonna target Erebos.
Oh my gosh.
Now, the only reason he would do this is if he can potentially gain some life in response, and if he's alive, then I might still have a chance because, well, then maybe he can help me deal with Rachel.
Chaos Warp can be a bit of a risky play, because yeah, you get rid of the thing, but the opponent has a chance to get a little value back.
You could get something really cool though.
You could, yeah.
All right, the moment of truth.
Just reveal the top card.
It's a swamp.
So you get a swamp.
Okay.
Oh, and because of Cannonball, yeah, I will take 2, and you gain 2. And then Exsanguinate's still on the stack, and I will cast Reverberate, and I will copy your Exsanguinate.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it. I thought he was gonna help me, but now I'm gonna die here, and Josh, you let me down, buddy.
This means that Rachel and I are each gonna gain 12, and more importantly, I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, so Aetherflux Reservoir, I'm definitely gaining 2. And then Kimball, I lose 2.
I gained 2.
You gain 2. Let's get this out of the way.
Here we go.
So then my Exsanguinate actually resolves first,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
So you both take 12 and I gain 24. And I go to 27.
Yikes.
I think bad things are happening to me.
And then my Exsanguinate resolves.
Then I get Exsanguinate.
Good one. Man, that was a really good one. The eyes and everything, it was a little scary, yeah. And then I go to 15 and you gain 24.
Okay.
I think this is actually better for me than it is for Rachel because that means that Angel has a few more hits before it can take me down. Bolstering my life total here is very big.
And drop. I'm gonna attack you for 4 in the air.
Yep, go to 11.
And I think that's all I can do with my turn. And then I'll take it.
I will untap, I will draw. And then I'll sack a treasure
Okay.
with my treasure cove to draw a card. I'll pay 3, I'll equip Sunforger again.
I have the transcript of the game right here. Josh, equip Sunforger, unequip Sunforger, equip Sunforger, unequip Sunforger, equip Sunforger. Has he literally done anything else this entire game?
Then I'll go to combat. I'm actually going to swing for 8, Rachel, and I will pay the 1 white for Norn's Annex.
All right. I'm gonna take 8.
Then I will pay 5
Oh no.
and play Pyromancer's Goggles. That's going to trigger Camball and Aetherflux Reservoir, so I will effectively lose 1.
And I gain 2.
And then I'll pass the turn. I'm trying to remember exactly what's in my deck here to use with Sunforger.
All right. I will untap all of these lands. I will draw for my turn.
Yeah, trigger Smothering Tide.
I'm not gonna pay. You can have a treasure.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 2 and sacrifice Hedron Archive to draw 2 cards.
Do you want to pay for Smothering Tide?
You can have them.
All right, 2 treasures.
An abundance of riches.
This whole game.
All right. You know what's better than 1 knockout punch? A second knockout punch. I cast Debt to Deathless. X equal to 7.
So I'm going to lose 14.
14.
Okay, in response, I'm going to unequip Sunforger.
Wow, this is bad. It's not just the 14 does the Deathless. She can still attack me with the Angel, and whatever I use Sunforger for, because it can ball, I'm going to take 2. So I have to somehow get above like 20 life here. I don't know if there's anything in my deck left that still does that.
The only thing I can come up with is Boros Charm, which will deal 4 to you, I'll gain 4. But then that is not enough to pay my debt.
Oh dear.
So the creditors came for me, and I just didn't have the money to pay them. And so I guess they took me out.
Good game, good game.
And I won the game.
What is that?
That's my crown. You guys don't give out crowns to win the game. I can't take my crown.
Thanks so much to everyone that voted.
Do your worst. I don't need this. I need this. No!
Hey, I created this beautiful logo for my bike shop with Wix Logo Maker. Check it out. Go to wix.com logo maker. To start, I'll type my business name and...
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Game Nights. This show is sponsored by Wizards of the Coast.
Now today, we are going to be showing off the brand new legendary creatures from Ravnica Allegiance. Plus, we are featuring one of the most requested guests that we've ever had.
That's right, and hey, you're gonna see a lot of really cool cards today. If you want to purchase any of those cards right now, the show is also brought to you by cardkingdom.com/command-zone. That's our affiliate link. Use it. Well, hey, Ravnica Allegiance, get your cards.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of awesome stuff today that you're going to want to get your hands on. Just order using that affiliate link. Also, if you want a booster box to draft with your friends, anything at all that's Magic related or game related, if you use our affiliate link, it really does help us out a lot.
Yep, it supports the show and keeps Game Nights on.
And another way to support all of our content is directly if you go to patreon.com/command-zone. That is really the heart and soul of all of our content. We appreciate our patrons so much. Thanks to all of you out there.
And of course, we couldn't finish this show off without giving something back to you, the viewer. Stay tuned to the end of the episode for giveaways and how you can win. But first, you gotta watch this game.
All right, let's do it.
How's it, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Game Nights. We've got some really great guests this time and the return of your favorite co-host.
Hey everyone, I am back from filming Mulan and I'm ready to play some Commander.
And one old-timer from the very early episodes.
Hi everybody, it's Vinny. It's been a while, but you may remember me from the old original episodes of Game Nights. And I am stoked to be back.
And we've got someone who, let's be honest, it's been a long time coming. He's finally here.
Hello everyone, I'm DJ. You might recognize me from the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel or as a guest host on the Command Zone podcast. And I'm here today to play on Game Nights.
And I am super excited because today we're going to be playing Commander with decks built around the brand new legendary creatures from Ravnica Allegiance.
So my deck is Teysa Karlov. So the game plan is to have as many death triggers as possible because Teysa doubles them up. I have a lot of value engines in this deck. Sacrificing creatures, bringing them back again, drawing cards. I think that if this deck gets going, it's going to be pretty powerful.
The deck I'm playing today is Lavinia, Azorius Renegade. There's a lot of scary stuff that can be done in Commander, and white-blue is one of those color combinations that's known for stopping all of those shenanigans. So my goal is to slow my opponents down until I can build a good enough win condition to take over the game.
So the commander I built today is Nakia of the Old Waves. So this card says I can't cast non-creature spells, so my deck is all creatures. And it also doubles my mana, so they're big creatures, which means I'm gonna be smashing face and I'm really excited about it.
And I'm going to be reveling in Rakdos with Judith, the Scourge Diva. So this is what we call an aristocrat-style deck. It means that I'm going to sacrifice my creatures over and over again for value, and all of a sudden you've got some nice engines and loops going, and the whole time, Judith is dealing that 1 damage. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but I think it can add up.
All right, it's been far too long.
Let's play.
Let's battle.
Let's do this.
Hey everybody, welcome to the table. Vinny, it's great to have you back. Jimmy, good to have you back too. And DJ,
First time.
Woo! You know what that means, right?
Ooh, what does that mean?
DJ, I dub thee Sir Jumbo. Arise, Sir DJ.
It's an honor.
All right, as usual, we have awesome new playmats from Ultra Pro. Wha-bam!
Ooh, very
Nice. All of our favorite guilds in one place. All right, welcome to Game Nights.
Only one may stand.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Draw for turn. I'm gonna play a tapped Baron Moore and pass the turn to you, Josh.
All right, I'll draw. And I am going to play a tapped Baron Moore.
Wow. We can be friends.
Oh, I like that, actually. Yeah,
What?
Yeah. And I'll pass it.
Okay, I'm playing Woodfall Hills, Krakenau, take 1, and find a Taiga.
Great.
Pass turn.
I will draw, and then I'm gonna do one of the things I've always wanted to do at Magic the Gathering, play turn 1 land tax.
So we can agree to just not play lands, right?
I don't think it works that way.
I've dreamt of this play. I've never actually pulled it off myself, but a turn 1 land tax when you're not the first player, I'm gonna be drawing a lot of basic lands out of my deck.
But it's not ramping, and blue has plenty of card draw anyways, so I think that things will be okay. Untap, draw, I'm gonna play a tapped Myriad Landscape, and I'm gonna play a Skull Clamp.
Really?
This is one of my best cards. In combination with my commander, I'm gonna be able to draw 4 cards instead of 2. All I need is some 1 toughness creatures to be able to clamp away. I really like my start.
This might even be a better play than the land tax thing.
I'll pass the turn to you, Josh.
Okay, untap, draw. I'm gonna play a Bloodstained Mire. I'm gonna crack it, take 1, and I'm gonna find a Badlands. And then I'm gonna tap 2 and play a Bloodghast.
So a really important part of my deck is having creatures that are going to get themselves back onto the battlefield after they die. Because that means in concert with my commander, I can get into some loops where I'm sacrificing things over and over and really pinging a lot of things down.
And I'll pass turn.
Okay, draw for turn. I'll play tap, Stomping Ground, pass turn. So I have nothing to play turn 2, which is really weird because I do have a lot of early drops in this deck. It never feels good when other people have played something and you haven't.
All right, I'll untap. Land tax is going to trigger. Search my library for 3 basic land cards.
Is Ancestral Recall a good card?
I have no idea how long this land tax is sticking around for, but man, I feel great. I'm never missing a land drop for the rest of this game.
So I'm going to get 2 plains and an island from land tax.
Okay.
And then I will play an island, tap 2, and play my commander, Lavinia, Azorius Renegade.
We can't cast spells.
Non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than the number of lands you control. So right now everyone's fine.
I don't care.
Commander players love to ramp and use different ways to cheat out mana costs. So if Lavinia even slows them down a little bit, it's helping me out a lot.
And I will pass turn and move the discard and discard 2 plains.
Okay, untap, draw, and then I'm gonna play Timna the Weaver. This card is one of my favorites. It'll get me all of the card draw that I really need.
I've seen DJ use this card before. It is really good, especially with how much attack he likes to do.
And I'll pass the turn to you, Josh.
Okay, I will untap, draw. Then I'm gonna play Judith, the Scourge Diva. That's her name.
Yeah, okay.
So here, my commander deck is really built around sacrificing creatures over and over for value. And then it gives you this ability to sort of pinpoint remove troublesome creatures on the board. And right now, Timna, Lavinia, there's a bunch of targets. I just need to get this engine going and this start.
And then Vinny, since you have no blockers, I will swing you for 3 because the Bloodghast gets pumped by Judith.
3. I'll remember that. For 3, but don't worry. I'll get him $5.
Go ahead.
Untap, draw. I will play Rootbound Crag. And then I'll play Managorger Hydra.
Yeah, a few regrets. Maybe attacking Vinny wasn't the greatest idea, because this thing can get you really fast, and probably gonna hit you with it.
Wasn't so smart to attack now, right?
And pass the turn. I'll untap and upkeep land tax trigger again. I'll search for lands. And I'll put those in my hand. And I'll drop turn. Play spell. And then I'm going to tap 3. And I'm going to transmute Malaria West. And I will find mana.
This is great. I already know I was always drawing lands again, so I can turn this land into something much more useful. And to be honest, I think 3 mana crypt, not a bad deal.
So I'll cast Mana Crypt.
That triggers Managorger Hydra.
Alright, and the turn I'll discard 2 islands. I'll pass turn.
I think we gotta check out what he's doing down the line here. He's off to a really good start.
Alright, untap, draw. I have a Timna. I know I want to get that trigger, and I'm looking around the battlefield, and everyone has a creature. I think that Vinny's is the best. It's unlikely that he's going to trade his Managorger Hydra that will soon be much bigger than Timna for just 2 pitiful damage coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and attack Vinny with Timna the Weaver. I'm unlocked.
I think 2.
Alright. And I will gain 2 from the lifelink, and because I did damage to one of my opponents with Timna the Weaver, I'm going to pay 1 life and draw 1 card. And then play a Caves of Koilos, and then I'll play a Cartographer. When it enters the battlefield, I will search up plains, and I'm going to get a Godless Shrine.
Alright, it's pretty sweet.
Who says white decks can't ramp? I'm ramping better than everyone else at the field. Yeah.
Man, everybody's ramped except me. Come on. Oh, yeah. You play the Cartographer, it'll trigger the Hydra. It's now a 3/3.
Okay.
I'm all done. I'll pass the turn to you, Josh.
Okay, I will untap, draw. Okay, I am going to go to combat.
So yeah, that Managorger Hydra, it's looking pretty scary. Maybe I can talk Vinny out of using it against me.
All right, Vinny. I feel like I should swing at the Managorger Hydra, but like if you'll forgive my earlier swing, I won't swing at you this time.
I get 1 hit then.
No.
Retaliation?
You either forgive it or you take the hit now.
Or forget.
Take the hit now? No. No. I have to pay back somebody. I can't just sit here and take it.
I guess I might as well just lean into it since he's obviously going to attack me now.
Okay, then I'm going to swing at you for 3.
I have no blocks. I take 3.
And then I'm going to play Squee Goblin the Bob.
Oh, everyone's favorite.
This gives me some insight into how Josh's deck is probably going to work. And it's going to have a lot of recursive value and ping stuff down and be very sinister. So I'm worried, but not super worried until he gets a sacrifice outlet on the battlefield.
I get a trigger.
You get a trigger.
Oh boy.
It becomes a 4/4.
And I will pass the turn.
Oh no, Josh missed a land drop.
In Commander, if you miss land drops, you're just going to fall so far behind. I really can't afford to miss anymore, so I hope I draw one soon. I'm not feeling great about my position.
And for once, I am not the player that is mana screwed, so you win some, you lose some.
I'll untap and I'll draw, and then I'll play Farhaven now. I'll put a force into play. This card is great with my commander, because once it's out, it's going to ramp me a lot. And Hydra becomes a 5/5.
Where's that Hydra going to go?
Now it's time to settle some old scores. Coming at you, Josh.
I didn't see Josh as a threat, especially because he just missed the land drop, but Vinny wants some retribution, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
Combat, I will attack Josh with the Hydra.
So in the Bloodghast versus Managorger Hydra showdown, I'm not going to win that. I really need to make friends with Vinny here. Probably going to be like a 12-12 next turn, too.
I don't have to keep attacking.
Are we even after this?
Yeah, after this, we're even.
All right, fair enough. I will not block. I'll take 5. Going to 34.
Now my Managorger Hydra's the biggest creature on board, and now nobody can really attack me because they know what's going to happen to them. So I'm feeling good. I just wanted to do that. Pass turn.
I'll untap. I have 2 upkeep triggers, so I'm gonna roll a dice for Mana Crypt. Odds takes damage.
Ow.
I take 3 damage.
Lords of Chaos do not like you.
Having Mana Crypt is great. Losing life to it, not so much. But you know what? Everybody's been losing life except for me, so thank you, Mana Crypt. You're both giving me more mana and also making it look like I'm kind of part of the whole scuffle that everyone else is in.
And then Land Tax is gonna trigger. Find me 2 islands and a plains. Then they'll go to my hand. And then I'll draw for the turn. And that's a lot of upkeep triggers, so I'm gonna put a dice up here so I don't forget.
Jimmy has 1,000,000 cards in his hand, and he's never been attacked. I'm just saying.
Good point.
So I'm going to play Tamio the Moon Sage.
Hydra trigger. It's a 6/6.
So I'm in a bit of a problem here. There are a lot of threats building up on the board, and I don't have many answers that are in my hand that I can play right now. So my best bet is to just sort of lock down the biggest threat, and hopefully that will give me enough goodwill amongst the rest of the table that I can keep that going.
This card is not something I'm super worried about unless it ultimates, because it's only single target removal, and it's not even real removal. It just is kind of annoying.
All right, she comes in with 4 loyalty. I'm gonna +1 her to tap down the Managorger Hydra. And it will not untap during your next untap step, Penny.
That's a lockdown Hydra.
A lockdown Hydra.
This feels mean.
This is great. I'm not sure why Jimmy did that because it seems like the Hydra wasn't going to come at him, but hey, thank you. Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy, I wasn't even gonna attack you. Why?
And then I'll pass turn.
Untap, draw, and then I'll tap 4 for my commander, Teysa Karlov.
She is nasty.
Oh my God, with the Skull Clamp, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. My commander turns on a lot of aspects of my deck. It really opens up attacks, and I don't care if my creature with Skull Clamp dies, because the card draw is great.
All right, Hydra triggers becomes a 7/7.
So I'm gonna pay 1 to equip the Skull Clamp to my core cartographer, and then I'm gonna move to combat.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack Josh with the core cartographer, and Jimmy with Timna the Weaver.
So DJ's put me in this situation where I don't really want to block and trade with his creature because if it dies, he draws 4 cards.
And if they don't block, I still get to draw with Timna, so I'm getting card draw no matter what.
I will not block.
I'm not gonna block. I'm gonna take 3, right?
Yep.
And I will take 2.
I go down to 31.
I go down to 35.
And I will go up 2 because Timna the Weaver has lifelink, but then I'm going to pay 2 life because I hit 2 different opponents and draw 2 cards from Timna the Weaver's ability.
Better than 6 cards.
I will pass the turn to you, Josh.
Okay. I'm gonna untap. Draw.
Well, I guess if I don't want to block and trade with DJ's creatures, I might as well attack him.
All right, I will go to combat.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing at DJ with my 3/1.
So this looks like a weird attack because he's got a 2/4. The thing is, I'm hoping he'll forget. when the Bloodghast dies, Judith gets to do 1 damage to something. That would be the 4th point of damage if he blocks. Come on, block.
Tricky.
That is tricky. No box. I take 3, I'll go down to 38.
Okay, so DJ's a good commander player. He saw that coming. It's worth a shot.
And then I'm gonna play Phyrexian Arena, which hopefully can help me find a land. And Vinny, your go.
Josh misses his land drop again and has to play Phyrexian Arena to dig himself out of it. It doesn't even give him cards right now. I think he's way out of the game.
Is this what it feels like to be Jimmy? Does not feel good.
Hydra trigger, it's an 8/8 now.
It's getting big.
Still tap down though. Untap, draw, and Hydra won't untap because of Tameo. With my Hydra locked down, I can't do very much, so I'll set up for future turns. And I'll play Primordial Sage. Hydra becomes a 9/9.
Man, another really powerful card from Vinny here. Managorger Hydra being locked down is one thing, but Vinny drawing extra cards every single time he plays a creature in his creature deck, that's the sort of thing that we've seen Spiral out of control before on the show, and especially with his commander, it could spell a lot of trouble if we don't do anything about it.
I don't feel great heading out of this turn, but hopefully next turn will be better. Now that I can play my commander, draw some cards, I got a lot set up. Pass the turn.
Okay, cool. Untap, Mana Crypt will trigger. Roll a dice. No life loss. Land tax will trigger. I'll find 3 basic lands out of my library.
That card's drawing you so many cards.
It's easy when your opponent's doing the same thing every turn to sort of get numb to it, but Jimmy has drawn like 9 or 12 cards from that land tax. That is so many cards. He's discarded a bunch, but he just basically has 7 cards in hand at all times. He's a lot scarier than he looks right now.
What is Tameo's ult?
I get no maximum hand size whenever cards put into the graveyard from anywhere and may return to my hand.
What's the ult at?
8.
We got a little while.
It's real bad. We can't let it get too ultimate.
That's the second time you said we can't do something, but then didn't do anything to him when you had to.
I attacked him.
You didn't hit Tameo.
Yeah, but I wanted a card.
So there you go. Hey guys, we can't let this happen, but you guys stop it.
I will poke Tameo so that she doesn't ultimate next turn. And Jimmy knows that.
There's no way she is. She's at 5. She'll
Yeah.
go up to a 6, then a 7, then to an 8.
Just saying, be aware of his tricks over here. He's trying to get us to do stuff he's not willing to do. Twice now.
Yeah, DJ is very good at tricking too.
Yeah, why are you being so tricky over there, DJ? Yeah, that's right, no answer.
Hand in the cookie jar.
Man, that Managorger Hydra just keeps on growing, and it's kind of a shame if it doesn't swing at anyone. You know, I think it's important that all creatures get their time in the sun, as long as they're not swinging at me. So, let's get that thing going somewhere else.
How about this, Vinny? I don't want to lock down Managorger Hydra anymore, but I also don't like what it looks like. I don't want to see its face around my city, around my district.
Wait, Jimmy's trying to make a deal? Yeah, anything to let my Hydra attack next turn. Anything.
Jimmy's politicking pretty hard right now, and I think it's working.
Well, if there is a good part to missing 2 land drops, it's that I'm not very scary. So I don't think that Managorger Hydra is probably coming at me anymore.
Josh, just so you know, your vote does matter, even if you don't have much power on the board.
I vote Managorger Hydra.
All right, Managorger Hydra is coming back into action. Tameo is going to go up to 6, and she will tap down your Cartographer.
Tap, will not untap.
Okay.
And this, my friends, is why you never politic with someone before they enter their second main phase.
And then I will tap 6 mana, and I will cast Planar Bridge.
Oh no.
Oh,
Wow. It lets him get any permanent from his deck and put it directly into play.
If I untap with this card, it would be huge for me. So fingers crossed that none of the players around the table have any way of dealing with it.
Did I make a deal with the devil?
I mean, are you the devil, Jimmy?
Nope. I'm devilishly good at making deals. That's how it goes here at Game Nights, everybody.
Yeah, and speaking of deal, we're gonna have to deal with that planar bridge like right now, like really fast.
Yeah, and speaking of deals, if you guys want to support the show, go to cardkingdom.com/command zone, where you can actually find tons of deals on cards like Planar Bridge if you want to get one for yourself, or Paradox Engine, who knows, but all you have to do is use our affiliate link, cardkingdom.com/command zone, and you immensely support the show.
Yeah, you're gonna buy Magic cards anyway if you just use that affiliate link. When you do, you're helping all of our content, specifically Game Nights, stay on the air and continue to happen. And another way to support the show is to support our other sponsor, which is Ultra Pro. You know, if you get that planar bridge, especially like maybe a foil planar bridge, then you're gonna want to protect it. You're gonna want to put it into a sleeve. In fact, if it was your deck, you'd want to put it in an Azorius sleeve.
Correction, I would first put it into a double inner sleeve and then the Azorius sleeve.
Sure, you double sleeve it, and then you're gonna want to put that card into an Azorius deck box.
Correction, I would first put the deck box inside another deck box and then the deck inside that one because the value is out of control.
Your cards would be very protected.
Absolutely.
That the double deck box. I've never heard of that. Sure. That would really be supporting all of our content if you want to buy 2 deck boxes for all of your... Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, well, why not?
All right, well, okay. We got to get back to the game now.
Yes.
And hopefully we deal with that planar bridge, like, right now.
Actually, I hope you don't. It'd be great.
Yeah.
The world's your oyster, Josh. Let's find out what happens.
My oyster? I think it's your oyster.
Together, our oyster.
I just want to draw a land.
All right, Hydra triggers to a 10-10.
Soon to be untapping Hydra.
So I will go to end step, discard 2 cards, and pass the turn to you, DJ.
Okay, I will untap everything except for my core cartographer. Draw, and then I will play a Midnight Reaper.
Wow, that's really good with Teysa.
Okay, that's gonna trigger Hydra, becomes a 11-11.
Again, this card is so good with DJ's commander. Anytime one of his creature dies, now he's gonna draw 2 cards. And if it has Skull Clamp on it, he's gonna draw 6 cards. So much card draw.
I kind of wanted to attack Tamiyo, but Tymna's trigger only works if I hit a player. I'm also thinking that maybe if I don't go really heavy on attacking Jimmy, some of his awesome resources from Planar Bridge will go at Josh or Vinny. And I will attack Jimmy with Teysa Karlov.
I will taste it and take 2 damage.
Wait, not Tammy?
Wait, yeah.
Wants to draw cards.
What you just say?
What?
What was this? We can't let her ultimate.
know,
Oh my
and then-
god, guys!
But here's the thing, I need to be able to draw more things to deal with the board.
Man, this guy's is fake. That's all I could say.
As your next elected representative, I can promise you Tamiyo will never ultimate. All right, I'll take 2 damage from Teysa.
I will pay 1 to draw a card with Tymna's ability because I dealt damage to an opponent.
Correct.
And I will pass the turn to Josh.
Okay, I will untap. Then I have an upkeep trigger for Phyrexian Arena. So I will lose a life and draw a card, and then I will draw for turn. All right, I am going to attack Tamiyo with Bloodghast for 3.
She will take 3 damage,
Yep.
and she'll go to 3.
Okay.
Tamiyo has honestly been around for way too long. I didn't even expect her to live to this stage, and the fact that she's kind of gaining me life by taking aggression from Josh's card, all a plus.
Then I will play a land.
We did it.
We did it. And Vinny, your go.
Okay, untap, draw for turn. I'm gonna cast Nakia of the Old Ways, and Hydra becomes a 12-12.
Vinny set up a sweet combo here. He's basically made Zendikar resurgent. With that Primordial Sage and his commander out, anytime he taps a land, he gets twice as much mana, and if he's playing a creature, he draws a card. He could chain that into huge combos next turn.
Because I cast a creature, Primordial Sage says I draw a card.
All right.
All right then, land drop, Rogue's Passage.
Oh, Vanguard Hydra real nice and spicy now.
All right, combat. So I made a deal with Jimmy. I wouldn't attack him, so that leaves DJ and Josh. DJ is clearly the bigger threat, and I still owe him from last time. So I'll attack DJ with the Hydra.
So I have mana held up for an answer, and I kind of want to point that at Jimmy, but Vinny's coming at me with this huge creature, and it's threatening like a third of my life. I don't think I can take that hit. Okay, since you attacked me, I will cast Utter End, targeting your Hydra.
Really?
Oh, what?
Oof. I can't help but notice that Utter End says non-land permanent on it. That means it could take out the planar bridge. I'm not sure that preventing the damage is worth letting Jimmy untap with that thing. We'll see how this goes, but I don't like the threat assessment here.
Yeah, it sucks he took out my attack, but I still have a lot of good creatures on the board. And why didn't he use it on the planar bridge? What's going on here?
I'm thinking that Jimmy will get more pieces to lock down the board that feels what his deck is like, and I'm okay with the game going long and Jimmy trying to lock out creature decks like Vinny's.
And with that, DJ has tapped out, Vinny's tapped out. I'm feeling really good about untapping with this card right now.
I have 2 upkeep triggers. Odds for Mana Crypt gives me damage. Odds, I'll take 3.
See, that's how we're gonna kill him.
And then I will draw for turn. And then I'm gonna plus Tamiyo, she'll go to 4. I'm gonna tap down the core cartographer once again. And pass the turn.
There's no reason to use Planar Bridge right now. I can activate it at instant speed to do it in response to something and hopefully catch someone off guard. All I wanted was 1 use out of this thing and I've got it. So, let's see what happens.
Okay, I will untap everything except for the core cartographer because of that Tamiyo, and I'll draw a card. So if I attack anyone, will they block and let me draw cards?
You gotta do what you gotta do, it looks like.
How about if it gets rid of the Tymna?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, I don't want to make anyone upset with the attack. I just want to draw cards.
I'm still upset with you.
You've drawn so many cards, so asking for more cards, it's like Santa Claus asking for toys.
Okay, I'm going to tap my Myriad Landscape to move my Skull Clamp over to Tymna the Weaver. And then I will go to combat and I will swing Tymna at Jimmy.
I will not block. I'll take 3 damage.
I will gain 3 life because of the lifelink. and then I will pay 1 to draw a card with Tim's ability. And then I will tap 6 mana for Grave Titan.
Okay.
And Grave Titan will give me 2 zombies.
So they have lifelink and vigilance?
Oh my lordy.
So I decided to deploy Grave Titan because it puts a bunch of bodies on the battlefield. I'm a little bit worried about what Vinny can do, and I want a bunch of blockers. I feel like I have a really strong board. If it gets taken out in any way, I'm drawing so many cards, I'm gonna be able to replenish the board really quickly, and I'll pass the turn to you, Josh.
Okay, I will untap. Phyrexian Arena will trigger. I'll take 1 and draw 1, and then I will draw for turn.
Okay, well, I feel like I don't have a lot of choice here. I gotta search for an answer to that planar bridge. Hopefully find something that destroys an artifact. Jimmy getting 1 activation from that thing, we may live through it, but 2, I feel like there's no way that's beatable.
All right, I'm gonna tap 4, and I'm gonna play Disciple of Bolas.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna sacrifice my Bloodghast. And I will gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. And that'll trigger Judith, so I can put 1 damage on any target. I guess I'll hit Tamio for 1.
Okay, Tamio will go down to 3.
And I will play a High Market. That will trigger Bloodghast.
Ooh.
Will return to the battlefield. I guess I'm just gonna have to move to discard.
And this is where missing those earlier land drops really hurts me, because after drawing cards, I just don't have enough mana left to make another play. And I'm just gonna be stuck watching Jimmy do whatever he's gonna do. I hope we survive it.
Okay, go ahead, Vinny.
All right, untap, draw. Okay, I tap 4 lands, it's 8 mana because of Nakia, and then I'm gonna cast Scourge of Care Ridges. And that's gonna trigger Sage, I draw a card.
Normally, if you have a board of really small creatures, you'd be scared that Vinny's gonna use this card to wipe the board of all the little stuff, but all my stuff comes back, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. The downside of him doing that would be that DJ draws a million cards, and it doesn't really hurt Jimmy at all, so.
And then, again because of Nakia, I tap 3 lands for 6 mana, and I'll play Xenagos, God of Revels. And because of Sage, I draw a card.
Holy crap. I wasn't afraid of Vinny's deck until now. He can grant haste to his creatures and make them huge. To be honest, I kind of know where that card's going.
Okay, ready? Move to combat.
Okay.
Xenagos triggers on Scourge.
Okay.
Scourge becomes a 12-12.
Okay.
I attack Jimmy.
12-12 with haste.
12-12 with haste.
All right, well, as a wise person once said, if you don't have artifact removal, maybe player removal will work.
In response, I will tap 8 mana and activate Planar Bridge.
Ooh, here we go. I'm excited. I mean, what could he have that could block a 12-12 flyer, right?
Running a campaign is not an easy thing to do. You kind of need someone to be your running mate. What better time than to lower the bridge, search the deck, and bring out my #1 running mate, my vice president.
And I'm going to use Planar Bridge to find Emrakul, the Promised End.
No.
I originally wanted to put something else out, but I needed a blocker, and this is still a humongous threat on the table, so may as well roll with it.
Emrakul is 1 bigger than Vinny's creature.
But the bridge doesn't cast it, so I don't get the trigger. And then I will move Emrakul to block the Scourge of Care Ridges.
All right, damage.
All right.
How many cards are there that can block a 12-12 flyer like that? Why? Whew.
Poor Scourge of Her Ridges.
Pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap, upkeep trigger, Mana Crypt. Odds, I'll take 3. Then I'm gonna find island plans with land tax, put it into my hand, and I'll draw for turn.
Once upon a time, twice upon a time, actually about 5 times in my Magic career I've had this card cast on me, and I've lost every single time, so I've decided to finally use it myself.
I'm gonna tap 9 and cast Expropriate.
Oh!
It's a good card.
When someone plays this card, as the opponent, my only thought is convince everybody else not to give any extra turns, because that's the only chance you have.
This card ends games. Oh, no, no, no.
We're giving it permanence, right?
I'm going to vote for time, which means I take an extra turn.
You can have one of my permanents.
Money.
You can have one of my permanents.
Money.
You're gonna have more money.
You know what they say about a good campaign?
Mo money, mo money, mo money.
Financing makes it all happen. Thank you guys for the money. Now let's choose. I'm going to take Grave Titan from you, DJ. Josh, from you, I'm going to steal Judith the Scourge Diva, and I will take Xenagos, God of Revels from you, Vinny.
Thank you guys for your campaign donations. You know, we were already in a great position beforehand, but now we are going to secure our victory. Azorius for the win.
Him taking my Xenagos is really bad, because now Emrakul is going to be a 26-26 flyer?
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to +1 Tamio, so 4, and I